Hello everyone. I've been a while recording these videos and I can't explain why, but what I do know is that I had like pangs of, I'm going to say anxiety, but I just didn't feel like posting. And every time I got my phone out thinking, no, I've done this before, I've done a video every day for a while, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just couldn't push that red button to get it going. And I've been planning my days and things like that using Brendan Burchard's high performance planner, and it says what could be one thing today that you could show excellence. And for the past 3 weeks, I think it's been since my last one, I've put I can do a video on something I know well, and I just haven't been able to do it. So I'm really pleased this evening that I broke that earlier on today, which is why I'm feeling a bit more comfortable doing it now, because one of the things I've wanted to do is a live video. And I don't know, there's something about that extra judgment where you think, oh, if I go live, what's going to happen? But it wasn't all that bad, because when I did it, no one tuned in at the same time. So it was just like recording this one, which I'm recording to post tomorrow morning, or now, as you're listening to it. And I then did stories on Instagram as well. So on Instagram Live at HelloTomDyer. And then I did some stories afterwards because we dress rehearsal for Comic Potential. And the live, people going back and watching the live isn't very much. So all that angst and all that worry about, oh, what am I going to say if it's live, and what if I say something wrong, or if I spoil anything, was completely unjustified, because it's no real different to doing what I'm doing now. That was a learning curve. But the reason why I wanted to do these videos is because something happens every single day that is noteworthy for whatever reason. And today it's dress rehearsal for Comic Potential. So the show opens when you receive this this evening in Chapter Arts Centre in Cardiff. Tickets are still available if you fancy going. And it's now Monday, so I'm late doing this, but I wanted to do this in the week, but I ended up writing a blog for it instead. It was Mental Health Awareness Week last week, so I did a blog about self-soothing using a book called Activate Your Life. You can find that on my Medium, medium.com, HelloTomDyer, so you can see that there, see my thoughts on self-soothing, because I kind of missed the message. I'd written it before I realised that there was a theme, and that theme was body image. And body image is very interesting from someone like me, because I'm very slight, I'm very small, but even I have body image issues, particularly when it comes to my arms. There's not much of my arms there, and I'm constantly thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great to have arms? And then when I was drumming regularly, they were quite toned and defined, but they're just small. That's my little thing on body image for personally. But also I've helped a few people through my line of work with scarring, so scarring after surgery for cancer, and I've been trying to relay that back to an Activate Your Life affected by cancer kind of way. And basically the ACT approach is that you can't change your scars, so accept what you cannot change and almost live with them deliberately, like you put them there. And it takes time, and it takes a lot of self-acceptance that this is what you look like now, but having ownership of that and using it as a force for good, if that's what your values tell you, then don't be ashamed of your scars, but wear them as a badge of honor. I've heard them described as before. And that's kind of the best advice that you can give. And I've been doing a lot of reading recently. If you go on my Instagram highlights, you'll see what books I'm reading at the minute. But the most profound book that I've ever read is Zen and the Art of Happiness. And the principle I took away from that was that everything that happens to you is the best thing that could happen to you. So even though at the time, and particularly for women that have their breast removed, and that's them as a woman, that's their identity, you're left with a scar, but it is the best thing that could have happened to you, because otherwise something else would have happened. And I know that sounds all very pie in the sky and quite airy-fairy, and it's like, well, how could it be? I had cancer and I've had surgery, and you've probably had radiotherapy and chemotherapy to go along that with as well. but you've got through it, and the scar is evidence that you have got through it, and you're still here and you're still alive, and you can teach the virtues of what to look out for to other people that you may find in a similar situation. One of my volunteers has got a large scar pretty much down his entire abdomen, but he recently did short videos for us to share during Bowel Cancer Awareness Month, and sharing our downfalls to people that are going to come to that could potentially be in that same situation is a way of allaying the fears that others may be having, and making it kind of tenable that they can do it too. And I think that there's a wonderful beauty in there, that some of us have to hold different scars and different hurts and different pressures, but if we can do that to help someone else, then why not? Why shouldn't we? I suppose that's one of the reasons why I'm doing these videos and sharing my insights as well, is because 2 years ago, or 18 months ago, I had my own sense of hurt, not physical, nothing to do with cancer, but kind of emotionally, taking 3 months off, and I know what that feels like, and if we can nip those kind of pressures in the bud, then why shouldn't we? And it's not nice living out of your car, it's not nice feeling completely even wholly rejected, but during Mental Health Awareness Week, if I can't tell you now that's how I felt, then when can I? Even if it's going to be a week late, but never mind. Then better late than never. So yeah, that's kind of like how my week's going at the minute. So it's been taken up with acting, Mental Health Awareness Week. Double check that blog on the medium.com HelloTomDyer. If I can, I'll link it in the notes. I'm still learning how to use Anchor properly and things like that, but I'll do my best. What else have I been doing? I feel really on top of things in work at the minute as well. We've transferred to a new database and everyone's on there now, and just kind of working through the list. So I'm hoping to gradually move these things forward. I'm looking at how I can manage other people's social media profiles, particularly Facebook. So hopefully that'll be starting now in the next week or two with 2 different organisations, one of which I'm kind of a hired hand for it, and the other one I'm integral. I've been invited to help launch, which is really exciting. And it involves hopefully travel as well, which would be really cool. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm doing these videos again. I am going to end now, but I trust that all of you have a fantastic day going forward. Please enjoy yourself. If you have any questions about Activate Your Life or any thoughts about what I've said, then by all means, please do get in touch. I'm at HelloTomDyer on all channels. You'll find me there. And I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to find out more about you. And if you ever want to share your story on a video or on one of my podcasts, then please get in touch. I'd love to hear about anything that anyone's got to say, particularly in relation to business building, mental health, and acting. They are my 3 passions at the minute. I know that it does mean that to follow me can be a bit confusing, but I see them all as really interlinked, and maybe I'll do something explaining that going forward. But yeah, have a wonderful time and a wonderful day. I'm not committing to doing these daily this time, particularly if it's a podcast in line, but I might do a live every day and then do a weekly roundup on the podcast. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I should do. That'd be great. So yeah, take care all. Goodbye.